I'm back from my holiday vacation. This video is like the closest thing to a podcast that you'll ever get from me, because I don't feel like recording a game right now, but I do feel like talking to you guys and talking about what I've been up to, what I've been learning, because there's been a lot of development as a player, but mostly as a person, I'd say, over the past like 30 days. I think it's been like a month since I made a video, and I want to talk about it a little bit. While I was gone, because my laptop doesn't run the game very well, I mostly just watched a lot of Twitch and a lot of being on social media to the detriment of my mental health over the holidays. And what I realized, and the reason why I want to start streaming again, and I probably will start streaming again later this week, is that I was inspired by the absolute garbage that is spewed in Twitch chat. Like, it is unbearable, the things that are said in the chat. It'll be two world-class players playing on stream, and the player is talking about his mindset and how he's playing the game and how he approaches the matchup, and it'll just be a dude in Twitch chat shows up and says, guys, 1800 MR out of nowhere, unprompted. He'll just say, guys, 1800 MR isn't even that good if you think about it. And then of course 50 messages flood in the chat to take the bait, and then the guy inevitably posts it'll be like, I was just pretending to be stupid, guys. You guys took the bait. And then the streamer has to divert their attention to the 50 messages in chat about this garbage and just derail the stream completely. It's so awful. One guy ruins every stream at least every half hour. It's so annoying. Sometimes I will mute the stream and just watch the gameplay because I see a chat message that I know the streamer has to respond to because it is so insane and everybody is adding that person. And I just don't want to hear it. It's just so annoying. So I want to stream, but I want to have because these guys that I'm watching have 1,000 viewers, of big communities. Of course, they're gonna have insane people in the chat. But when I stream, I get 15 people, and you guys are usually pretty cool. I don't think I've ever banned anybody besides the little bots. You guys are cool, man. I want to. I just want to chat where people will be cool and be funny and not just be insane all the time. Speaking of insane people, just the disparity between the people that you meet offline and online in the FGC is so great. It's two different communities. It is not the same. When you go on Twitter, it's two top players arguing about whether Ken is top 5 or top 7, and that opens the floodgates to 60 plat 1 Kens who don't know how to anti-air showing up and saying, guys, I've been saying Ken is bad, his Dragon Lash not even that good, he has no they just say insane shit because they don't understand the game, and then you are forced to see it because the Twitter timeline is garbage and broken. So then you have to mute the shit. I just completely stopped going on Twitter. I stopped reading Twitch chat, just hide the shit. I hate it so much. I just don't like the greater FGC online recently, and I'm not not afraid to say that anymore. I think before I was very middle of the road with everything that I said, and every video that I make, I always I always go back on what I say to make sure that I don't hurt anybody's feelings, but I just don't care anymore. Seeing the Twitch chat, I was thinking these are the people that I'm trying to please. When I go back on something that I really believe in just so that I don't hurt anybody's feelings, these are the people who I'm not trying to hurt their feelings. Fuck them, dude. I want to hurt their feelings. And listen, I'm talking about the insane people in Twitch chat, okay? I'm not talking about most of you guys, because a lot of the comments on these videos are good because I don't get a lot of views, 2,000 views. So most of the people that take the time to comment are pretty cool, and the ones that aren't, I usually will interact with and reply to, which is a terrible habit. But and sometimes I used to pin those a pin of shame, but then people didn't understand why I was pinning a guy calling me stupid as fuck. So I stopped doing that too. But yeah, I just don't really care to impress anybody anymore. And I really learned, I think, while I was gone about the dangers of seeking validation, not just in the game. That used to be a problem for me, where I would play because I would play to get a really decent rank or a high rank because I wanted people to notice me more than I wanted to get better at the game. That I kind of figured out. But also the videos that I made, I think I tried to cater to. Sometimes I would make videos where I wanted certain people to see it, I guess. If you used to follow me a long time ago, I would make a video with a certain player in it, and then I would at them on Twitter because I wanted them to notice me, right? I look up to some of these players, and I wanted them to notice me. But I think very specifically, I used to at Brian F a lot, and like I like Brian F's videos. I think he's a cool guy. And if you watch that video that he made recently where he was talking about FGC like content creators, you'll see me in his Twitch chat, like above his webcam, pop up like a lot. Like I'm typing a lot more than usual because I want him to notice me and like pull my channel up on the screen because I want validation. Like I want to feel validated, and it's a very gross feeling. Like, and I'm glad he didn't pull my channel up, even though he like recognized I was in the chat. He didn't pull it up, and I'm glad he didn't, because it would have like gave me the validation. I wouldn't have like things wouldn't have clicked. Things wouldn't have clicked in my head. And after that, I did that like insane thing where I, dude, I don't even know if I should. Okay, I went to the video afterwards. And I looked through the comments, and I was like, is anybody gonna mention me? Is anybody gonna, you know, Andy LO2 anywhere in the comments? Like, very narcissistic thing and very validating, like, validation seeking. Like, it's just a very bad thing mentally that I don't want to do anymore. Like, it's a very gross feeling looking back on it, like, retrospectively. And this was only like a week ago. Like, this is a very recent realization that I made. And, you know, I looked through the list because he lists, like, all the people that he talked about in the video, like in the description, and I wasn't in there. And I was looking through it, and I was like, all of these people, the reason I'm not in there is because all of these people are good at something. Like, some people are just good at the game. Like, IDOM is in there, Punk is in there, Jay Wong's in there, he's good at every game. Diaphone's in there, he's especially good at every game and making guides for it. So some people are just good at the game. Some people are good at making guides, like MC Mura is in there. And some people are good at editing and post-production and getting idea across very well. Like Rubbish HQ was in there too. And the more I thought about it, I was like, it makes so much sense why I'm not on this list, because I'm not good at anything. I'm not good at any of those. Like, I just shit out garbage videos with no, it's just commentary videos. Like, I have no post-production. I'm not good at the game. I don't make good guides. Like, I don't excel at anything to be on this list. So, like, what did I expect? You know, to get a handout, like, shout out? I don't know. Something in that moment, like, snapped. Like it's all came together, and I was like, it makes sense why I'm not super successful at this, because I'm not good at anything in particular, but also I do everything to seek validation. And that's a big reason why a lot of my videos are very middle of the road. Like, I try not to take one side or the other, and I try to save people's feelings a lot, because I'm trying to like appeal to people. I'm trying to be a people pleaser. And I think my resolution for 2024, I'm not a big believer in New Year's resolutions, but one of my big resolutions, I guess, for the first time is I want to stop being a people pleaser, because the people that I'm trying to please, I don't like. Like, just to be super blunt, the people that I'm trying to please, I don't like, because if I'm going back on the opinion that I believe in, then I'm catering to the opposite audience, you know? Like, I just don't care. Oh, that's not to say I don't like Brian F, by the way, or any of the creators. That's not what I meant. I'm just saying I don't like the insane people that I cater to sometimes. Just a lot of growth, I guess, mentally. A lot of growing up over the past month and realizing what I'm trying to do here. Also, I've been improving a lot in the game and outside of the game mentally, just because I've been doing shit. Like I realized that I just need to do the things that I want to be successful. Like, I know what I need to do to be successful at what I want to be successful at. Like, if I want to be good at the game, I have to play the game and study it. That's it. Like, there's no rhyme or reason or overthinking or like method to it, or all the shit I've been making 560 videos about. All of that shit does not matter. You just got to do it, okay? Like, you just got to do it. And if I want to make YouTube videos, if I want to make anything successful or anything, like, if I want to make it as a creator or competitor or whatever, you just have to make the video, right? You have to compete. You have to do these things. It's going to make you uncomfortable, but it's good. Like, you have to be uncomfortable sometimes, and you just have to do it. Like, I think about doing things so much to the point where I just don't do it. But recently I've done a 180 where I'm just doing shit, and it's really good. Like, it makes me feel good, and it makes me better at the things that I do. Speaking of just doing things, I'm gonna start uploading like the old schedule, so every other day or every day, so like 4 to 7 videos a week you can expect. I also need to start making some damn money, because like it's my fault. The reason I say that is it's my fault that I don't make too much money from this, because I only rely on AdSense. So like having one single revenue stream from this is kind of ignorant. So what I'm gonna do is I'll have the AdSense. I'm gonna start streaming, so like, you know, Twitch Prime, whatever, subscriptions, bits. I think that, yeah, like bits, whatever. That'll be going, and then I'm gonna relaunch the Patreon. I need your opinion on this, by the way. If you made it, I don't know how long I've been recording. If you made it this far in the video, you're probably the crowd to talk to this about. But I'm gonna relaunch the Patreon, this time with the rewards for once, because last time I was just begging for money. Like there was no reward. Like some people just signed up to give me money. But this time I think I'm gonna do the series that I used to do, where you guys would write in like questions. Like I would get Twitter DMs with a bunch of questions, and then people would leave comments on the YouTube posts with a bunch of questions they needed my advice on, or they wanted my advice on. So I think I'm gonna do that. But it'll be like Patreon exclusive. So you subscribe to the Patreon, then I'll have a thread every week. Probably I'll open it on Monday and then close it on Friday. And you can ask any question, and then I'll post a Patreon video. It'll probably just be like a commentary video with some gameplay, or like gameplay answering your question, like in the lab or whatever you need help with. Or if it's just like mental stuff that you need advice with, right? I'm just gonna answer your questions that you leave on the Patreon in a video that's exclusive to Patreon. So that's kind of my idea for that. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. It's not like I don't want to like come off as begging for money. Like I need to make money. I need to make money. I need you to give me money. It's more like if you want to go the extra mile to help me more than you already have, like if these videos really help you and you want to help me out in that way, I want to make it as seamless as possible, and so that you can maybe get something out of it, right? So like if you Twitch sub, you get no ads, or like if you join the Patreon, then you can get something out of it. You can ask a question that you really have, that you can ask like a burning question that you really want my advice on, or you want an answer to. You know, I want you to get something out of it, and I want you to be able to donate or whatever in the way that's as easy as possible for you. If you check the description, you'll see my Twitch, you'll see the Patreon, and then I'll set up like if you just want a direct like contribution, I'll set up like a Ko-Fi link, or whatever it's called, Ko-Fi. It's like Ko-Fi. You know what I'm talking about. I'll set all that stuff up, and you'll see it in the description real soon. And if you do choose to help me out in that way, I really appreciate it. Like I'm not really good at showing my thanks. I think if you've been a Twitch sub before, you know that I like really am bad at showing how thankful I am, or like accepting gifts like that. But trust me, I really appreciate it. All right, if you made it this far, leave a comment. Let me know you watched all the way to the end. I'm curious the percentage of people who actually make it all the way through the videos of me rambling about whatever. And you know, if you liked it, subscribe, like the video, do all that stuff. Do whatever you feel like doing. All right, do whatever you feel like doing. But thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I'll talk to you later.